In the summer of 1968, a strange new sound hit the radio. Tense, dreamlike, unforgettable. White Room. A song that turned three brilliant but feuding musicians into legends, and almost didn't happen. It started as a poem about a bare, lonely apartment, and ended up as one of the greatest rock records of all time. This is how Cream turned chaos into White Room. White Room wasn't just written, it was born from a fascinating creative dance between Cream's bassist, Jack Bruce, and the poet Pete Brown.
I wrote the music, he wrote the words.
Yeah, that's right.
Bruce, the musical architect, crafted the song's haunting melody as a direct homage to the electrifying Jimi Hendrix, a contemporary whose genius was reshaping rock.
Hendrix and us basically had created this very large audience of people who had turned on to instrumental, vocal, loud, whatever you want to call it, music, rock and roll, I guess. Blues with blues in it.
The irony? Bruce himself would later recall a moment in a New York studio where Hendrix, hearing the track, reportedly exclaimed, "I wish I could write," something like that.
Hey Joe, where you going now?
Never knowing his own artistry had sparked its creation. This musical tribute, combined with Brown's deeply personal words, gave the song its remarkable backstory. Its innovative, psychedelic feel became the perfect backdrop for Brown's raw and vulnerable lyrics, which captured the search for clarity in the middle of chaos.
And we did fairly consciously try to write things that weren't just throwaways. We tried,
conscious.
well, unconsciously tried to write things that were conscious, things that would live on, we hoped, because we were interested in posterity.
Pete Brown originally wrote a very different song, but when that didn't work, he drew from real life. A lonely apartment with white walls where he decided to quit drinking. Out of that moment came the lyrics to White Room, dark, cinematic, and full of isolation. Brown later said it was a period of change, when he gave up drinking, moved away from poetry, and started writing lyrics. He characterized the song as a weird little movie that changes perspectives all the time. Believing this inherent mystery is why it has endured. At its heart, White Room explores themes of depression and hopelessness, set within the confines of an empty apartment. But the White Room itself transcends a physical space. It becomes a powerful symbol of isolation, introspection, and a turning point for personal change, allowing the song to connect with universal human experiences of confronting inner struggles and seeking solace. White Room is a masterclass in musical tension and release, largely thanks to its unique and dynamic rhythmic shifts. The song famously moves between a 5/4 and a more common 4/4 time signature. The introduction, for example, begins with a distinctive 5/4 feel, building a suspenseful atmosphere before smoothly dropping into the familiar 4/4 rhythm for the main verse. This off-kilter 5/4 opening, rare for a rock single, gave the song a tense, cinematic feel, immediately grabbing the listener and pulling them into an unpredictable yet utterly compelling soundscape. The song is built around a powerful D minor key, giving it a strong, often dramatic feel.
But it's also really just one big D minor thing with passing notes. You can look at it in that way as well. It's that D minor, 7, G with B in the bass.
The way the chords are put together, including some clever bass notes that create a descending line in the main verse, adds a real sense of depth and movement to the music.
What I enjoy is the fact that since I'm singing and playing also the bass part, you can have these counter melodies going on at the same time, which is a kind of nice thing to be able to do. So you've got this descending line. Da, 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 da.
Despite these variations, the beat always keeps driving forward, providing a consistent energy throughout. The sophisticated interplay of Jack Bruce's complex, almost lead guitar-like bass lines, Ginger Baker's intricate, jazz-infused drumming, and Eric Clapton's pioneering wah-wah guitar work within these shifting rhythms created a sound that was both
you just get
heavy, yet technically proficient, and distinctly psychedelic. This innovative blend didn't just sound good, it set a new standard, directly influencing the birth of progressive and hard rock bands and showcasing a trio pushing the very boundaries of conventional rock music. The journey of White Room into existence began in December 1967, as Cream started recording their third album, Wheels of Fire. Unlike their previous album, Disraeli Gears, which was famously laid down in a matter of days, Wheels of Fire was an ambitious undertaking, with sessions stretching over nearly a year across studios in London and New York. This longer process allowed for a more adventurous sound. At the helm was producer Felix Pappalardi, alongside engineers Tom Dowd and Adrian Barber. Felix Pappalardi, though not a member, helped shape Cream's studio sound through his production choices and additional instrumentation. His vision was key, introducing exotic instrumentation like glockenspiel, cello, and even viola, which he played himself on White Room, to create a richer, more psychedelic texture. This elaborate production marked a conscious shift for Cream, moving beyond their raw blues roots and explosive live jams to explore a more layered, studio-driven sound, truly expanding their musical palette. Their combined expertise ensured that the layers of sound and the band's dynamic interplay were captured with clarity and depth, helping the song last forever. The distinctive sound of White Room was a direct result of each member's unique contribution and their chosen instruments. Clapton's wah-wah guitar, Bruce's melodic bass, and Baker's jazz-inspired drumming collided in the studio. Add Felix Pappalardi's viola and glockenspiel, and White Room took on a sound unlike anything Cream had done before. When Wheels of Fire came out in 1968, it exploded. The album went platinum, becoming the world's first double album to do so, while White Room shot to number 6 in the US and became a radio favourite. Critics called it monumental, but behind the scenes, the band was tearing apart. This initial success was just the beginning. Its journey continued with consistent reissues on various hit singles over the years, a testament to its lasting appeal. Even decades later, its presence in modern media, from Nissan commercials in 1995 to Apple ads in 2000,
In a white room with black curtains near the station.
introduced the song to entirely new generations, firmly cementing its place in popular culture. The enduring appeal of White Room is perhaps best illustrated by the remarkably diverse range of artists who have chosen to cover it, each bringing their own unique artistic perspective to the song. Everyone from Broadway star Joel Grey to cello rock band Apocalyptica and German metal band Halloween has covered it. Proof that the song's structure is so strong it works in any style. White Room, and Cream as a whole, left an indelible mark on music history, shaping genres and influencing countless musicians for decades to come. Cream's unique blend of rock, blues, psychedelia, and jazz forged a sound that echoed through countless musical movements. They were pioneers, directly inspiring the emergence of British bands such as Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, and Black Sabbath in the late 1960s and early 1970s. Effectively laying the groundwork for hard rock and proto-metal. Their complex song structures and improvisational spirit also left a clear mark on progressive rock acts like Rush. The echoes of White Room and Cream continue to resonate today, a testament to their lasting power. This legacy thrives through initiatives like Music of Cream, a touring group featuring Malcolm Bruce, Jack Bruce's son, Kofi Baker, Ginger Baker's son, and Will Johns, Eric Clapton's nephew, from his marriage to Pattie Boyd. This project beautifully showcases the band's intergenerational influence, allowing new audiences to experience the raw power and complexity of Cream's catalogue live.
I love that song, and I still enjoy performing it because of the chord progression, and it's very exciting.
Eric Clapton himself consistently includes White Room in his live performances, further cementing its status as a timeless classic and a cornerstone of his own extensive career. It signifies that the inherent quality and impact of this masterpiece ultimately outweighed the personal frictions that led to Cream's early demise. ensuring its influence persists across generations.